Dear students, I am Mukul sir from Lions School and College, inviting you to join my English second class. Before going to start my class, I want to tell you that you have been staying at your home for a long time because your institutions are closed down for a long time. So you are not passing a very pleasant time. You are waiting to open your institution. You are thinking when your institution will be opened. Dear students, we hope this situation will be removed very soon and we will be able to meet again together and we can enjoy our real class again. So dear students, without wasting our time, let's start our class. Today's class is I am going to take on right form of verbs. Right form of verbs. Dear students, you have already informed that our government has lessened or shortened our syllabus because you were not able to attend your classes for a long time and your SSC examination is coming at hand. For this situation, considering this situation, government has taken decision to minimize your syllabuses. In your shortened syllabus, in your minimized syllabus, there is the item right form of verb and that should be done in blanks. Dear students, you have learned right form of verb in detached sentence. You have practiced right form of verbs in detached sentence. But your syllabus, if you look at your syllabus, you will see the right form of verbs in a passage. In a passage that is written here. One passage is written here by me. You can see here is a passage, here is a short passage, short text for you, and this type of passage, this type of text will be included in your examination, and this item is now in your shortened syllabus that is recently given by our government. So dear students, I am inviting you to join these activities. We will practice these activity. Before going to do this activity, you have to follow some rules. How will you inform? How will you fill in the gaps? There are some rules, some ideas, some grammatical points that will be used in every class. So dear students, I want to tell you, when you will fill in the gaps using right form of verbs, you will try to understand the meaning of the words given in the box. Here, look here students, here is a verb, go, increase, be means and is are, create, pause, minimize, take and become. Dear students, look 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. In the box there are 8 verbs for you to be used in the gaps. But dear students, look in this passage, if you go through the passage, you will find there are 10 blanks, 10 gaps. Look, here is a gap 1, that is A, 2, that is B, 3, D 4, E 5, A 6, and there is another gap G 8, 7 is 8, I 9, and J 10. So what can you see here? You can see here there are 10 blanks, 10 gaps for you to be filled in, but clues are given in the box only 8. So you can remember it, you can guess it, you can have the idea that 2, 1 verb, 8 verb, with the 8 verb you will fill in the gap 10 gaps. Perhaps one verb may be used in 2 gaps, or another verb may be in 2 gaps. In this way you can fill in the gap. So dear students, when you will fill in the gaps, that means right from a verb, you will read the text. Here is a text. Here is a message. The writer wants to tell you some idea, tell you some meaningful passage. What the passage is? Traffic jam. Dash a regular phenomenon in Dhaka. Traffic jam. Traffic means, most of the people think traffic means police. It does not mean so. Traffic means transports. Traffic means transport. Jam means clogging. Clogging, when a number of transports are clogged or stopped, and when a number of traffics or transports are unable to move, is called traffic jam. Clear, dear students? So traffic is a transport, not police. Jam means clogging and a condition of unable movement. A condition unable movement. That a regular phenomenon. Phenomenon means characteristics. Characteristics in Dhaka. You know, dear students, Dhaka is a overcrowded city. Though it is our capital city, if you go to Dhaka, there you will see a large number of vehicles, one after one, moving, and there is a huge number of traffic that you have to stop on your way to way, hours after hours. Next sentence. As a result means consequently. Consequently, we dash anywhere on time. On time means in time, timely, etc. Every day, the population and number of vehicles dash, but the roads dash not. Full stop. Here the sentence is completed. Another sentence is going to begin here. Besides the river, dash number of rickshaws. There is another transport rickshaws, also dash. Traffic congestion means narrowness. Moreover, people's limited knowledge about traffic laws dash travels for commuters. Commuters means also traffic. Commuters means bus, trucks, other transports, other kinds of transports. The gov means government dash different measures to dash minimize traffic jam. Minimize means shorten. Lessen, mitigate traffic jam. There is another sentence here, but there are no significant change. Significance means notable change. Sense means changing. Dear students, now we have to fill in the gaps using the words, using the verb here. With the help of this verb, you have to fill in the gaps. Dear students, to fill in the gaps, here you need the idea of meaningful words, idea of tenses. Look. Traffic jam dash a regular phenomenon. Traffic jam here traffic jam is subject. Here traffic jam is a subject. A is article. Regular is adjective. Phenomenon mean here it is a noun. Subject and noun. Subject is given here. Noun is given here. Before noun you may need an adjective, it is regular. Before adjective you may need article. Subject and noun. Subject and noun. In between subject and noun you need a verb. You need a verb. Dear students, what type of verb, what kinds of verb you use? You will use here. What type of verb will you use here? You have to correct the meaning. What meaning is going to give you by this sentence? What type of meaning can you guess from this sentence? There is a traffic regular phenomenon. If I use become, dear students, become. Traffic jam is become. Traffic jam regular phenomenon. Dear students, it is third person singular number. Here the subject is third person singular number. Third person singular number. When the subject is third person singular number, you need is or yes in the verb or to add the verb. If the subject is third person singular number, you need verb with is or yes. If there is e after the verb, if there is e after the verb, you will only add s, not es. Now read the sentence total. You read the total sentence and you will get the clear idea. Traffic jam becomes a regular phenomenon in Dhaka. If you go to Dhaka, if you stay in Dhaka, you will see this situation all the time, not a weekday day. Except Hartal day you can't see this type of situation. But in every day, running day you will see. Because there is students who can ask me, sir, why don't you use be? What is the difference between be and become? Be means and become means equal, but becomes has the meaning to sense. It can be sensed. It can be turned. Be is always stagnant. I am a student. What do you mean by this sentence? I am a student. That means I is still a student. If I say I will become a student, that means this situation may be sensed. I am not now a student. I may become a student later. There is student. Become and be has differences. Become is also a linking verb. It links noun plus adjective. Be also be is a statement. Be and is are with this verb we see the statement situation of subject or pronoun etc. or noun. Dear student, next come to the next sentence. Next guess. As a result means by the sentence here you are going to take a conclusion, that is as a result. Dear student, as a result. What is the result? We dash anywhere on time. Means timely. We subject, it is subject. Anywhere, it is place. A place. We anywhere. Here, go is a verb. Here, go is a verb. You can need, sometimes you can need the help of modal auxiliary verb can, could, may, might. If the sentence is in present form, you will take the help of can or may. This type of modal verb expresses the idea of ability of a subject, of a person, of a man. Here subject is we. What can we do? We can't go. If we write can't go. We can't go anywhere. We can't go anywhere. On time means timely. Dear student, you can ask me, sir, why can you use can't? Here is only the word go. There is no can't. So why have you used this word? Dear students, sometimes in the question there is written, you may need to change the word. You can use the negative form of verb. You can use the negative form of verb that is written in the question, in the headline. In this place, this type of indication, this type of command can be used, or you can hear. Here student, you can use negative form. You can use right form. Right form means you have to use right form of word. What the word will be used at? According to the meaning, this passage is going to give you a meaning, a special meaning. That is on traffic jam. In traffic jam, what sufferings do we feel? What sufferings do we feel? We feel we can go, we can walk, we can move easily. We have to stay for a long time. So dear students, we can't go anywhere on time. Every day, the population and number of vehicles dash. Dear student, that is the gap. What type of verb will be used here? What type of verbs will be used here? Every day the population. Dear students, that is a connector. Here is this noun. Number of vehicles. Vehicles is a noun. Population is a noun. Population is a noun. Vehicle is a noun. Two nouns are connected with now with a connector or conjunction, that is and. Here are two nouns. That means subjects are in plural number. So you will use plural verb here. Every day, daily, the population and the number of vehicles are increasing. I am going to write increasing. So it is students CRIT. Increasing. The number increasing. Population, number. Two subjects are here. So I have written plural verb here, increasing. But the roads dash not, only not. Dear students, if I write will it be incorrect? You can ask why have you written R? Why have you written R? Why have you not written is here? Because dear students, if you look this kind of but and this type of connector connects two equal parts of speech. But has connected noun. Here verb, you need verb. Here verb is are. Here verb is are. Not roads. Here subject are also in plural number. Subjects are in plural number. Subjects are in plural number. So you need are, not is. You will not. You can ask me, sir, why not you write in past tense? Because this passage is in present tense. The passage is written in present tense. If you read the passage, total passage, you will correct the idea. The passage is written in present tense in present situation. This situation is still in Dhaka. If you go to Dhaka by this point, in this point, you will see a long line of vehicles, a long line of transport. Okay? So this is written in present tense. So you need here to write in present tense. You have to remember whether there is singular or plural. Singular or plural. Modal verb can be used. Can. You can't use could. Could is the past form of can. Here you will write can. Sometimes you need, if the meaning gives the negative meaning, you will use not. I have written it contracted form. Now dear students, so next sentence. Look next sentence. Look at. Besides the either dash number of vehicles. It is a phrase. Number of vehicles. Number is also a noun. Rickshaw is also a noun. These two nouns are connected with a preposition of needs. Of needs two types of nouns and nouns. Here, dear students. Here is a word increase. Increase. I am going to write increasing. 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 You can ask me, dear students, sir, why have you written increasing? Here the word is given increase. And why are you using increasing? Dear students, it is noun. Noun, before noun you needs. Before noun, you needs an adjective, but in the box it is given in verb form. Verb form. Verb form may be turned into an adjective by using ing. By using ing after the verb. After the verb, you need ing. After the verb, you need ing to make an adjective. You can ask why I need. Why, sir, why have you written increasing? Because number is a noun. Before noun, you need an adjective. You need an adjective. In this way, I have written increasing here. I have written increasing here for modifying the noun. For modifying the noun number of rickshaws. Increasing. It is changing. Most of the days, many rickshaws are included. Many passengers are collecting in rickshaws to carry passengers to earn their livelihood, etc. So this is a changing situation. This is an adjective. Adjective may be used before noun. Number is a noun. So when a verb when you need to change a verb into an adjective, you will use ing after the verb. If the verb contains e after the what, you have to vanish it. You have to omit e at the time of adding ing. Clear, dear students? So in this way, also dash traffic congestion. Here the subject, dear student, it is subject. You need verb here because it is object for commuters. Commuters mean transports, all types of transport, rickshaw, vans, auto rickshaws, bus, trucks, minibus, microbus, etc. Every types of transports are called commuters. The subject, dear students, sorry dear student, I have given another given, I have gone to another sentence. Dear students, congestion means traffic jam. And here it is object and it is subject. Subject is singular number. You need a verb. Creates, you can use a verb here. Pause or create. Pause or create. Creates. You can write create here. Create. This is subject and subject is in singular number. Here you need s. Creates. Traffic congestion. Traffic congestion. Moreover, people's limited knowledge. Limited knowledge means within short knowledge. With the help of short knowledge about traffic laws. Laws means regulation, rules and regulation. Dash causes. Causes. I am going to write causes. You have to think whether it is right or wrong. Limited knowledge about traffic laws. Causes traffic law. Subject. Look. Limited knowledge. Here subject is knowledge. It is in singular number. Knowledge is in singular number. So you need to write the verb in singular form. Here s is added to this verb because it is third person singular number. Causes, troubles or commuters. The government has different measures. Dear students, different measures. It is an object. Measures. What type the government what can do? What type of work government can do in the meantime? The government is running the country. The government is observing the situation. So you need here student to write in present perfect tense. Here you need present perfect tense. Present perfect tense is for have, has and verb in past participle. The government, here the subject is singular number has singular verb has taken means taken. The government has taken different measures to minimize means mitigate, to shorten, to minimize. Dear students, it is my DC. Minimize is given in the box. Minimize word is given in the box. So I don't need to write here the word again. In this gap you will write minimize. Dear students, you can ask me, sir, why have you written this word in present form? Dear students, look, here is a preposition to. After to you need all the time present form. So I have written minimize. Minimize is given here. Dear students, clear? So in this way you will fill in the gap and try to do this type of right form of verb at home. If you practice more and more, you can do well in this activity. Dear students, clear? I hope you will try to do this type of activity, and most of the time, dear students, remember this passage is all the time written in present form, given in present form. Present form means you need present indefinite, present continuous, present perfect continuous. You rarely need the idea of present perfect continuous, but present indefinite, present continuous and present perfect is most of the time used in your gaps. Clear? So dear students, I am going to finish my class. Next time I will meet you again. So you stay at home. We are safe and sound. May Allah bless you all. Goodbye.